want to purchase a new car in 8 years and expect the car to cost $83,000. Your bank offers a plan with a guaranteed APR of 6.5% if you make regular monthly deposits. How much should you deposit each month to end up with $83,000 in 8 years? Well, this is going to take the savings plan formula and solve it for PMT. And this is what it looks like. The payment will be equal to the amount that you want to accumulate times the following complex fraction. In the numerator, APR divided by n. In the denominator, the quantity 1 plus APR divided by n raised to the exponent n times y, and then we will subtract 1 from that entire value. We need to understand what each one of these things means in the problem. PMT will be the monthly payment that I'm trying to find so that I can achieve my goal of $83,000. A will be the final amount that will be achieved at the end of the term. APR is the interest rate as a decimal. N is the number of compounding periods in a year. And Y is equal to the number of years. So now we need to assign values to each one of these variables in the formula. We're going to go ahead and look through the problem. You want to purchase a new car in 8 years. That is going to be Y. So I know that Y will be equal to 8. And expect the car to cost $83,000. That's the final amount that I need in order to purchase a vehicle. Your bank offers a plan with a guaranteed APR of 6.5%, which we will convert to a decimal. If you make regular monthly deposits, that right there indicates what my compounding is. Okay, that would be n is equal to 12. How much should you deposit each month to end up with $83,000 in 8 years? And that how much you should deposit each month is going to be the PMT, which I don't know that yet. So let's write all this down so that I know exactly what I have. A is equal to 83,000. APR as a decimal will be equal to 0.065. N, which is the number of compounding periods, will be equal to 12 because I'm doing 12 monthly deposits each year. And then Y will be 8 because this will have to run for 8 years in order for me to be able to buy the vehicle. And so we'll put this together in the formula. So I now have the following. PMT is equal to 83,000 times the quantity 0.065 divided by 12 all over the quantity 1 plus 0.065 divided by 12 raised to the 12 times a power minus 1. The easiest way to do this will be to plug it into your calculator as written. I recommend using either an advanced scientific calculator or using the following web-based calculator, and that is web2.0calc.com. I show it this way so that I can show you exactly how I enter the entire expression into the calculator. We'll type in 83,000, then we will multiply that. And you can either use the star key or asterisk key on your keyboard, which is Shift 8, or simply left click the multiply field here. Now notice that this fraction up here is complex, so I'm going to have to write it as a complex fraction. I will open a set of parentheses because what I'm doing essentially is putting a set of parentheses around the entire thing so that I can do this main division in the middle. So I'll open a set of parentheses, and then I'm going to open a second set of parentheses to represent what's going on in the numerator. And I will type in 0.065 divide, which I can either use the slash key on my keyboard or go ahead and left click the divide button. Type in 12 and then close that set of parentheses. Now I'm going to work on the denominator. Now you'll notice that there are two sets of parentheses here, but I'm going to add in another one, which is going to be right around this fraction so that I make sure that nothing is left to chance. So now I press the divide key again because I'm going to do the denominator. And I'm going to open two sets of parentheses because that's what's right here on the left. Then I will type in 1 plus, and now I'm going to open another set of parentheses since I have parentheses around this fraction. And I will type in the fraction 0.065 divided by 12. Then I will close that set of parentheses. And then I need to close this other set of parentheses. And now I'm going to do the exponent, which means I will left click this key and I will open parentheses and I will multiply 12 times 8 and close parentheses. Now I realize I've got two sets of parentheses up here, but I want to make sure that this is done as a single exponent. Just subtract 1, and then I close my final set of parentheses. And if you look at what is written here, it should match what I have written in the problem. And then I will left click equals, and I have an answer of $661.4739, and we will round that to 0.47. But the problem calls for us to round to the nearest cent, which would be 0.47. So this will be equal to 661.47. And that would be in dollars, and that's what you would input into your answer field.